Hey guys, Ricardo here. Welcome to another blog tech tips. And of course guys, today I'm going to have this special unboxing. As you can see here, this is another ThruNite product. And what we have here guys is the ThruNite TC15. And of course this will be an unboxing and a review of this particular product. Now the guys over at ThruNite were nice enough to send over this product for review. So just bear that in mind. And of course we'll have links in the description where you can actually check these out and purchase for yourself. And of course this is the TC15 of the ThruNite, and it's a 2300 max lumen, and it's basically a micro USB rechargeable flashlight. And of course it's a tactical flashlight, very much similar to ones that we have reviewed already on the channel. Now of course, if you remember in the past, we have looked at other ThruNite products. The one question here is this particular one, and you see this one is called the TT10, and the TT10 here is the TT10 is basically another offering from ThruNite. And of course, this is the upgraded series, one of the latest editions. And of course, I'll have a link to this as well. You can check out the review of this one right here. All right, so let's get straight into it. All right, now of course, guys, you can check out the box, and it says on the ThruNite TC15, and it's indoor outdoor use. Of course, it's a new brand one, and it comes in this plain unassuming box as usual for ThruNite products. But of course the good stuff is on the inside. You can check out the website and of course their logo and brand and all that. It says ThruNite, guiding you through the night as usual. I'm gonna remove this plastic covering, and of course as you check this out guys, we're gonna remove it from the box itself. Now of course right away when you open this up, you'll see the quick guide, and it says here with this cool sticker, it says please screw down the light head and tall cap tightly before use. And of course, as I on the tip, as usual, if these products are new, they are connected loosely, so they won't work. All right, so let's go. All right, so let's continue with the unboxing. So this is a good tip. Next, you can notice the product itself right here. I'm just going to put this aside for a little while. Next, you'll notice the paperwork, and we'll get these out. And of course, there's this guide. It shows you the ThruNite TC15, and it does run you through the product. So just to give you a quick overview right here, it gives you, as usual, the specifications. You get several languages, so you do get a run through and a breakdown, so you can actually get to know your product in terms of performance and so on, in terms of rating, technical parameters. I'm just going to hold this on screen so you can actually check this out for yourself. This is the English guide, so I'm just going to hold here. You can always pause. Once you pause, you can read this for yourself. The main guide is over here, so just go ahead and read that, but I'll touch on the main points. All right, so once away, there's the ThruNite guide right here, and this is says thank you for your purchase basically, and I'll of course put this aside as well. You do get this cool string, and of course it's important that you attach these. It does make the product easier to handle. So I'm gonna place this down. Next, we do get another carrying case. Always nice to see that ThruNite include these as a carrying unit. It does have this cool clip, and of course you can secure this to your person. Next, we do have this cool clip, and of course these clips can be optional to stick these on, so you can actually clip these into place under certain conditions. And of course there's the USB charger here, and of course this one is micro USB as normal, as a regular charger, and of course that's it. All right, so that's all of the contents of the case. So let's check out the main product itself. And of course right away guys, I must say that this one is much lighter compared to the first unit right here. Just to give you a quick comparison, this one feels of a much lighter metal. This one is much heavier. This one feels sturdier. This one feels much lighter. And of course still yet it's not as light as the T1, which is a much more compact. So in terms of order of size, I would say the T1 is the smallest, followed by the TT10, and then of course, so that would be the T1 first, followed by this one, and then this one. All right, so that's the T1, then the TC15, then the TT10. All right, so you can actually look at the overall design, and of course all three have various stylings, but of course you can see that they all have the ThruNite great product build quality. Alright, so it's going to put these aside again, and of course here we go. So right away you can notice the color. I like the nice color, kind of a camouflage brown, and of course you see this cool axe and forest logo here. There's the power section here, and of course the LED, a little bit different from the others, but the LED at the center seem to be of high quality. And of course you see the rim that goes around. There's the USB charging port right here that's securely covered. And next guys, you'll notice that the base and of course the section for the loop right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and screw this off, and you can check it out yourself. And here is the inner mechanisms, and here's the battery. Now all I gotta do right here is just slide this in and securely screw this on. Alright, so as you go there, I'm gonna test this to see if there's any power. This seems to not to be charged, so I'm gonna give this a little bit of charge, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna run through some of the features. Alright guys, so just some quick notes for those who are new to the product. So first of all, with this series, which is the TC15, make sure that you tighten the head. And of course it does tell you right here, so you might think that outside of the box this needs charging, but what does that mean actually is that you need to screw the light head and tighten the cap. So there's a cap at the base here. Of course you can always open that as I showed earlier, but of course the head itself up here can be tightened. So by default it's loosened, so once you get the device, just go ahead and tighten the head right here. Doing that will cause it to turn on. Now let me show you what happens when it's loosened. If it's loosened like this, notice it doesn't come on. But once you tighten, it does come on, indicating that it's working. All right, so let's look at some of the quick features of this device. All right, so first of all, it produces 2300 lumens max, which gets very bright. And of course I told you already, right straight out of the box is very lightweight, only at 71 grams, which is basically the dimensions. You can check them out for yourself. It's 122.5 millimeter, and of course that's by 24 millimeter. It's waterproof and impact resistant, meaning if this were to fall, it will be protected as it's designed to be impact resistant. Also it's very competitively priced, and its output is very good from what I've seen. All right, so now that we have gone through the basics, let's go into some more of the in-depth specifications. Now of course I have a background light on now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the lights to see how well this performs. Now bear in mind that at turbo, which is max, it will be able to run at max charge for 2 minutes and 83 at the full 2300 lumens. There's high, which is just 1050 lumens, which is for 90 minutes, 250 lumens for 6 hours, 6 hours and a half, and of course for the lower end it's 25 lumens for 68 hours, and for Firefly, which uses just 1 lumen, it's for 41 days or 41 and a half days, and for the strobe mode it can run for 180 minutes. And of course let's go through the basics. So the first thing you need to know, let me just turn off the lights. All right, basic on and off. So turn on and off, simply just go ahead and press the button. So one press, it's on. Another press, it's off. Now of course it starts in a basic mode where it's not super bright, but of course it's not bad at all. So as you see again, it's relatively bright, gives you a basic lumen setting, and that's good. So let me just turn this off. Alright guys, just to show you the modes, I'm just going to cycle through the basic modes, and you should know that it varies between high, low, or depending on which mode, low, high, medium, and they'll be cycling through low, medium, and high. So let's begin. So as you can see here, that's basics, that's Firefly, and to activate Firefly from an off mode, simply press and hold. So Firefly is a basic mode, and this is for the lowest output possible. But of course I'll go back to my original, what I was saying. So let's power it on, and it's on bright, so I'm going to hold the button. That's super bright, low, medium, high, low, medium, high, low, medium, high. And of course you see low, this is medium, this is high, and you can notice high is super bright. I wouldn't advise you keep this on for very long, so just use it sparingly. And of course if I press and hold, it goes down back to low, back to medium, and there you go again with high. So I'm set it to low. So low is quite bright, nice. I like that it can be used. Now, of course, from my experience with these devices, I would tell you that the low settings is not bad. The bright does get very, very bright. I'll have to test this out compared to the other models that I actually have. But so far, so good. This does keep up well. I'm just going to compare them in a short while, and I'm going to show you in some real world scenarios. Let's turn this on. Now to activate Firefly from off mode, basically I'm just going to press and hold the power on button as I showed you earlier. There you go. Firefly is a basic mode. You get the lowest amount of light, and of course this is just 1 lumen, and of course your device can run for several hours on the Firefly mode. In fact, for 41.5 days at full charge. Alright, so that looks quite nice. To turn on turbo from any mode, simply double click, and turbo is super bright. I'm going to turn that off. So if it's on, I could just double click. If it's on, I could just double click. Just make sure that your clicks are precise, and I'll get turbo. And turbo, of course, is going to drain the battery, and you get the full 2300 lumens right off the bat. It's also to be noted that the light will turn on in the last mode it was in. So for example, if it was in the brightest mode, it will turn back on in that mode. So it's best that you cycle through to make sure that you're in the correct mode. And this is called the memory function. Now inside of this device is the rechargeable battery. Of course, during charge, the indicator, which can be found right here, is going to be in red. After being fully charged, the indicator will turn to blue. When indicator flashes purple, it means abnormal charging. Only Firefly and low modes are available while charging, so you cannot use the device while charging. So of course, you must always check out this LED right here to see what's going on. I've already shown you the charge port that accepts the micro USB. You can use any normal phone charger. I do not advise fast chargers though, so just use a normal charger. And of course guys, so far I must say I'm very impressed, and I'll show you next in some dark conditions, super dark conditions, to show you how well this actually works as a spotlight for security purposes and so on, compared to the other devices. All right, so let me just show you a quick comparison to the much larger TT10. So let's go basic. Let me just make sure I'm in the lowest mode, high, low. So this is low. I'll turn this off. All right, so likewise high, low. All right, so straight away we can actually have both beams in low, and you can see the radius of the arc, not bad at all. We can switch them around. So let me just switch them around right here, and you can judge for yourself. So I'm going to use the light on the box here. So here we have the new device, the new kit on the block. And of course you can see the light being shown on my phone box right here. Likewise, you can see the light again. Now I would judge to say that they're roughly the same. Of course, remember that this one is, the new unit is much smaller. You can check out the radius, and of course they produce almost the same light. Let's turn up the brightness again. I'm going to put the larger unit over here versus the new one. I'm just going to find here. Let's go. And I've turned it up 1 level in brightness. Likewise, I've turned this up 1 level in brightness. Notice the brightness of both. There you go. Of course, I'm getting the same performance roughly. And of course, this is in a more compact format. And of course, let's try this on max. There you go, max. You can see it's very blinding. Turn this off. And of course, I'm going to turn this up to max. There you go, at max. And of course, while we're on max, this gets super bright. And of course, again, even if there's a difference, it's just a slight difference. Now, considering that this one is much lighter, more compact and easily portable, right away I would say this one wins, as it's basically giving me similar performance, if not better similar performance, if not matching performance in a more compact and lighter form factor. So right away guys, as I said, the TT10 is a beast, but of course this one is keeping pace quite nicely with great performance. Alright guys, so this is the night test of the flashlight, and of course we're going to show you how well it works. As you can see, it's pitch black, and here we go, and I've just turned it on, and you can notice the radius on the floor, and I could easily spot stuff in the dark. as you can see on this pavement, and we're going to switch between the various brightnesses. And of course this is bright, super bright, and you can see I could easily illuminate the area. I'm going to turn this down to low, medium, high. Alright, so you do get the general idea right here. And check this out, guys. As a bonus, check out this area right here. As you can see in the pitch black on this platform here, we can see perfectly, even at large or long distances. We can check out stuff easily. So I'm going to turn this down. So the low settings, the beam is quite tight. It highlights and illuminates. And of course, even on the lower setting is very good. Medium is very impressive. And of course, when we go to the lower settings, it's still good. So medium, high is very, very bright, guys, and I'm telling you, it's lighting up the entire area. I'm just going to turn this down again to low, and just to compare, I'm going to show you the other unit. So now this would be the other larger unit. Let's go. Just give me a second here. All right, this one is low, I think, medium, and bright. And of course, even in the dark here, I can easily tell you that, and of course this is the bigger unit. The bigger unit does get a little bit brighter, but considering the fact that this, which is the new unit which we're reviewing right now, it actually is very close. You could hardly notice the difference. It actually took several attempts before I was able to tell that there was a difference, as due to the size, I could almost guess that they were almost perfectly one-to-one. I could almost, all right, so this is the new unit. I almost thought they were one-to-one. So the difference is almost negligible. And considering the larger size that was required to get this level of performance, I can easily tell you that the guys over at ThruNite did a solid job in compacting what was a very strong, larger unit into a smaller, more compact design. So in terms of your money, I would say definitely spend your money on this new unit here, as it's much more compact and gives way more features compared to the larger ones, and of course it's highly more portable. So with all that being said, guys, this one gives you better bang for your buck. You do get better illumination, and of course the negligible amount that you would lose is almost negligible. So if you have any more questions, ask in the comments below. This is Ricardo Garner from Blog Tech Tips, saying bye until next time. Bye.